you have some days where you feel like clients give you a hard time. It's not only sugary coated things are there. Definitely you need to pass those challenges. You need to, if there is any complaint, you need to accept it. Rather than arguing it, just accept it and try to do better than this. If something happens, acceptance is very important in this business because you can't satisfy people 100%. You should be ready every time that if they are saying something, you should be ready for that. Okay, how can we resolve it? What can I do for that?
So Raj, thank you for joining us today on the Jim's podcast. And we haven't had anyone from Jim's Cleaning in New Zealand yet on the podcast. And Kim said you'd be a great person to speak to because you've got a really good business going on at the moment and you've been using Facebook, which has been great to help boost your business. So first, you want to start off with a bit about yourself and how long you've been with Jim's for and how you've been going with everything.
So I started my business last year in September. When I started, I was not really that much confident. I was like a bit scared, like how it, from the job I'm jumping into a business. I was not very confident, but of course, my franchisor, Kim, was always there. Sel was always there to help me. And it's been a year now. I've been running my franchisee, and I added up another franchisee on top. So I bought another one as well. Yeah, so I'm actually very grateful for how somebody just referred me to this business. I'm a part of Jim's family now, so I'm really feeling proud on myself. I'm doing so good. I'm very happy. I'm not anywhere regretting that. Why did I leave my job for this business? I'm really doing very good. Financially as well, I do have a flexibility of my timings. Plus, if I say, I'm enjoying my business.
I'm very happy to hear that because the first year is obviously the hardest and you've got through that now. And it's great to hear you're getting another territory. That's really awesome news to hear. How busy are you at the moment then in your business? Are you full-time or with regs or how busy are you?
All the business, I think it's not only Gems. All the business have ups and downs. So, but if I talk about average, I'm getting good leads. If I talk about Facebook is my main platform where I'm getting good jobs, good leads, good regular clients as well. Through Gems, if I find how you link that to my Facebook page, I'm getting more leads over there.
And can you talk about how you're using it then? Because we do this for a lot of people and a lot of people aren't doing as well as you are on it. So what's the secret? Is it just responding quickly or how do you get them to book in with a quote? What's your secret to dealing with people on Facebook?
Yes, if I tell you the main thing, instant response. Because when people are asking you something, if you are going to them after 10 hours, 5 hours, they will lose their interest. So as soon as I get any inquiry about the job on my Facebook page, I'm 24 hours active. I always respond in 5 to 10 seconds. I'm always there. Yeah, wow. I think this is the main thing. I always, give them the space, how I can meet them, how I can discuss further what they want to get done. Because all of the inquiries, sometimes they don't turn up in jobs, but most of them, sometimes people get one-off, but when they see our quality service, they go for regular services ahead.
That's great. Now, how do you approach the message itself? So when you get message straight away, you respond straight away, which is awesome. Now, what are you saying to those people over the messenger? Are you saying are you trying to get their phone number straight away or you're trying to book in a place to do an on-site quote? How do you convert those Facebook leads?
For me, whenever I'm getting any lead from Facebook, I just check what service are you looking for? What cleaning service are you looking for? Then my next question is, are you looking for general clean or you want a deep clean? What date would you prefer to go ahead? Then I take their email address. Sometimes I go and check with them on the site. And sometimes I just send them, when people come through Facebook, they are very busy. They don't want to waste time. Some of them, they actually give you more chance. Okay, come and see the site and then we can discuss further. So I just take their email address. I send them the quote properly. Then I give them the idea through that. For this job, we're going to charge this. How would you like to go ahead? Anything which I can do for you. I always check their requirements financially as well and how they want the job. Sometimes on Facebook, people want instant, 4 o'clock, they are messaging me and 5 o'clock or 4:30, they want, can you do it just today? I want to get it done. Yeah, so I available every time for responding as well and for the jobs.
So your strategy is respond ASAP, so lightning fast response. Yes. You get a little bit of details about the job, but you're also getting their email to send them a PDF quote. So you're getting details offline and then arranging it from then. So that's really good advice then as well. Then how are you converting those once-off customers into your regular customers? Is it just for quality of work? Is there any sort of strategy around that you're doing?
when you talk to the client, you obviously get that connection with them that you are keep, backward, forward, you're talking to them. So I always check with them. If it is vacat cleaning, of course, there won't be any chance. But even some of the clients, they got their vacat cleaning from me, and to the new place, they ask for it. Can you cover that area as well? And that way, I just tell them yes, we can do that. Basically, what I say, it's a quality service. People like how we use our own product. Every company has their own policies and the way of doing work. So like how we take GEMS products, that GEMS signage, vehicle with us, GEMS uniform, that gives, I think, more professionalism to the client. They start trusting us. So I think, and that way I can say I'm getting regular clients as well.
Yeah, that's great. Are you asking them? So when you do the once-off clean for someone, I just want to outline for other franchisees in the area who might struggle to convert. Is it just that? Are you asking them at the end of the job, or they're just so delighted with your service they're booking in for regular, or how does that actual process work to make them into the regular customer?
What I do actually, basically, I talk to the customer. I directly approach them. Like, do you want a service ahead as well? Here's my card. Would you like to go ahead? I can give you a good price and that, because that will be a general clean if you want to be. I always give them some kind of discounts. Like we are, like if Mother's Day is coming up, we are picking some regular clients and we are giving them 10% discount on first 20, whosoever is coming, plus 20, we will be giving. So I'm giving them some supplements, some of the things, to attract them. And of course, it's not only just giving with the words, we prove them through the work, that what kind of work we are doing.
Now, let's talk about your standard of work then, because you've got a lot of good surveys. And do you want to talk about how do you approach doing the actual job then? So you give them the quote, itemized quote in your business. Obviously, do you want to outline what is to you as a good clean then? Or why do you think you're getting so many good reviews?
Yes, that is the main thing. That is the foremost thing which I can say. The second thing is I'm approachable. I communicate a lot. I talk to them. I just don't stay only with the text or with the email. I talk, even after sending the code, I talk to them. Have you got my code? Just following up on the code. So it's not I chase them. It's like I give them that freedom, then they can talk freely to me. Even I check with them, I have sent you the code. This is the price, we are roughly looking at, like, how would you feel? Can I do something for you with the pricing or anything? I just, go with them, like how they want. Obviously, all the jobs are not like that, but most of the jobs, like if you talk to them, if you talk to the client, they start building that trust in you. Of course, when you start, your mouth of words are there only. But when they see your work, that's the thing where they start getting more trust.
And do you promote that you use your own cleaning products which are eco-friendly, or how do you promote the cleaning services themselves?
So always we have a GEMS cleaning products which are like no harm for the children, no harm for any property. That's what basically we say them.
Yeah, I think it's a big thing that those eco-friendly products, because they're enzyme-based and it's good for you guys as well. There's no nasty chemicals or fumes or nothing like that. And I was going to say, do you have any commercial customers, or is it only residential you're doing at the moment?
I do have a commercial sites as well. I've got so many commercial sites with me. Yeah.
Awesome. How did you get those commercial customers? Were they via something you went into these properties, or how did you get your commercial customers?
So I'd say I got the leads from gyms for those commercial sites, but some of the commercial sites which recently I got, they are just reference. My regular clients, they referred me to those sites.
Wow, that's good.
Yes. And of course, gyms itself is a big brand. It's a renowned brand, like people know gyms. There is always a plus point when we say we are from gyms. So always there is a plus point for us. So they feel like, oh, the company is good. The brand itself, so it gives us more opportunity to get the job.
Now, is it just you working in the business, or do you have a team with you, or how do you run your business?
I do have my staff as well with me. I've got 2 girls with me.
Yep.
One is part-time, one is full-time. Depending on the work, if I'm busy, I take both of them. But most of the time, I'm staying on the site with them. I work.
Have you been enjoying the work? Because what were you doing prior to Jim's Cleaning? How have you been enjoying the change?
Like, it's a satisfactory job. I always feel satisfaction after doing the job. Like, before photos and when I see my after photos, that gives me more, that I should do more now. I'm enjoying this one. Before, I was thinking it's going to be more physical work for me. I won't be able to do. When I see the ovens, barbecues, all those things, those are challenging jobs. When you do the windows, all those things, like, I love to get like more challenging work, because then we can show them more results. And I feel more, I enjoy that.
Because the oven clean's a tough clean to do. So how involved is the oven cleans that you do? Because I know it's a separate service for cleaning. So do you want to just talk through oven cleans and why people should leave it to experts like yourself to do it? I've seen a few of your photos and I've seen some photos online. It's quite amazing what you guys do with your oven cleans. And there's no way that someone at home could get the same results. So
Yeah. It's not safe. It's definitely, it's a health and safety reason. Oven cleaner is not an easy job. Yes, results come very sparkling, but when we started, but there is always a procedure. When I started, I had my training. I've been told all the steps, like how you need to heat it up first, then put the spray, then leave it. That you have to put all your safety gadgets, your mask. We have a special big gloves for the safety. We have the glasses. We can't just do it like that because obviously it's a risky job, risky task doing oven cleaning. If you miss anything, you're going to maybe damage somebody's property, because if that chemical that spills on the floor, that's going to be, very... And I had so many examples. I did the training this July, somewhere we did. And then I heard about it, how Jibs had to do the insurance coverage and all, like sometime franchises. We don't actually feel like it's, we don't take that many precautions, but it's always necessary. Oven cleaning job, it's very hard job. You need to take it like seriously and do it with the proper steps. Heat up, put the spray, cool it down, and wash it with the water, all those things.
Yeah. Now, it's amazing the results you achieve with it, because I've seen the photos there. It's quite amazing, and there's no way the person at home could do that themselves. They have to get you guys in to do that. And I was going to say as well, is that a service that you upsell with a regular clean, or do you do any upselling in your business? Do you suggest an oven clean as part of it, or how do you get the oven clean work? Or is it something that just comes via leads, or how do you get the oven cleaning jobs?
Yes, but most of my regular clients, they always, when we go to their property, we always tell them, just giving you heads up, your window needs to be done. Do you want us to do it? Your oven needs to be done. So it's always, you need to be very,
proactive.
You need to be, aware of it. Like if we are going to somebody's property, you should know if some mold is coming, we should tell them that we need to do a deep clean this time. Or oven cleaning, range hood. I always get my regular clients, they always get it done. In this 1 year, I have learned so many things, and I have started talking like, people build their trust on you. And if you show them that you are actually, what you say, you do it. And people actually like you more. They give you more reference, that you explain your business in that way.
And you mentioned something really good then, which is about, when you're around their home, you're not pushing a sale, but you're noticing. So you say, I notice there's mold there. We can do a deep clean for you to get rid of it. You're just noticing things and you're pointing them out. And that's how you're getting that extra work. Perfect.
Yeah, because people are leaving their property. We are entering their property. It's the main thing. Yeah. They trust us. And then it's our responsibility. We should take the accountability that we should notify them if anything is happening in the property which needs to be taken care. Okay. So all those things, I always take it. Like I don't push them that get it done. I always give them the heads up. Like, how are you feeling? Can you see your walls are having so many marks? In case if you want to get it done, we can do that. Yeah, all those things.
That's perfect. Now, is that something if the customer's not there, you're taking a photo of it and sending it to them, or you do like a video, or how do you raise that with them if they're not there at the property with you?
I always try to catch the customer for it.
Perfect.
I don't like to send the photos for that. Yeah. It won't give them a very good, impression. They won't like it. Yep. So if I feel like, hey, I want to catch you up today, I'm coming, will you be home? So I try to, face to face. I believe in that.
That's really good. That's really good that you do that. And they would appreciate you being proactive as well. And you get a lot of great reviews and referrals. So are you asking for referrals, or they're just referring you because you do a lot of good work, or how are you generating so many referrals for yourself?
I'm not asking. I feel if I ask for a referral, they will feel we don't have work. My business is not doing good. I don't ask. I just do my best. What I can do, I give my best.
Yep.
After that, I have those customers, so many regular clients. Raj, can you do the other property in Botany? Can you do here? They themselves decide. That, okay, we are giving more work to you.
And what would you say to franchisees starting out in your business? Because it can be quite hard to get the business going. What would you sort of say to them? Because you mentioned some really good things about Facebook lead gen, which was respond ASAP, also do a really, really good job and notice things around the property. Is there any other business advice you would give newer franchisees?
Do marketing as much as you can. Go door to door if you can, because that's your territory. That's your area. Now, don't just sit home and wait for the leads. That leads will come and then you will be getting it. You should go meet whatever territory you're getting, go and meet some, maybe you will get the real estate offices there. You will get some kindergartens there. Just tell them that I have started, this is my territory. I'm providing the service. I think try more,
get out there and do something, yeah.
Talking, yeah.
Yeah, because how would you approach, because that's a really good point, and people think it sounds easy, but it can be quite scary for people to go into strange places. So how are you introducing yourself? You're just walking in there in uniform and just dropping cards off, or how do you introduce yourself at those sort of things?
Definitely, you need to give some initiative to start that conversation. Sometimes there is a point when we say, hey, we are from Gyms, I'm Raj, and we are providing free window services. So would you like us to do that for you? Because we are not going to charge you for anything if you want to give us the charge. And then you get the chance to give at least your business card to that person.
Yeah.
So this is how you need to give some initiative over there. That, something. Yeah.
It's great advice. And as you said, you've got to get out there and you've got to do that local area marketing in person as well. And the online stuff will help, but you need that in-person stuff, as you said. And that's a really good initiative.
In person is very important.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I know the response will be, the outcome will be very less, but still, whosoever you will be getting from, personally, if you go and meet them, they will be definitely your, permanent or for long-term clients. Yeah.
It's really, really good advice, and I appreciate you sharing that as well. Now, is there anything else, Raj, that you want to say today about what you've been doing with your business, or that pretty much covers it?
I have covered pretty much, yes. Ups and downs are there. Clients, you have some days where you feel like clients give you a hard time. It's not only sugar-coated things are there. Definitely, you need to pass those challenges. You need to accept if there is any complaint, you need to accept it. Rather than arguing it, just accept it and try to go for that. I will try to, do better than this. If something happens, I'm extremely sorry. You should have the acceptance. Acceptance is very important in this business because you can't satisfy people 100%. You should be ready every time that if they are saying something, you should be ready for that. Okay, how can we resolve it? What can I do for that? Obviously, complaints are there and all those things, but we should be ready for that's a part of business again. And we should be ready how we can minimize those complaints. What are the things which people are picking for the complaints?
Yeah, that's a really good point, what you mentioned then. So when you say that, obviously don't get it, you don't get offended by it, you just look at it, how we can fix it. So how do you then, when you're dealing with the customer, is it something where you're getting on the phone straight away and offering to come back out there, or how do you deal with the customers with that? They might have an issue with the service. How have you been dealing with it?
Whenever you get, for example, if we have done a vacant property and customer has paid me, invoice is being paid, but next day I'm getting a feedback. Hey, look, yes, the invoice is being paid, but I'm not really happy. If they are saying they are not happy with anything, I would give them a call. What are the areas which you are feeling not done properly? So if they mention me, I always keep myself ready. Okay, sir, don't worry. It doesn't matter. You have paid me the invoice. I will be coming with one of my staff member and we will come. And what are the things you feel not done properly? We can redo it for you without any charges.
That's perfect. It's a great attitude you have because, as you said, it can be very tough with cleaning because it's people, you might have some difficult customers who have really high standards and, how do you deal with that? Yeah, it can be quite, and as I said, it can get people down, but you just keep, is it just more like, as well, when you have those down days, you just got to keep going forward, or How do you get yourself when there's a slump? How do you keep yourself going forward? Because it can be easy in a new business to get you down on yourself. So how have you been able to push yourself forward through those downtimes?
I think for me now, I think you should be preparing yourself mentally. You should be ready for that. First, when you are going for any job, whether it's a small job, whether it's a big job, small job in the sense if you are going just for a cooktop clean or just a range hood, don't take it like granted that it's a small job. Do it properly. Do it with all the procedure, whatever the safety measure we have to look for the property, for the clients. If I'm doing a range hood and I'm just cleaning the range hood and I'm just making all the mess in the kitchen on the surface, definitely the client won't be happy with that. He or she won't be worried about how a range hood looks like. He will be very, so we have to be, it's a common sense. We have to be very smart in that thing. It doesn't take a lot. If you are doing a window and if you just by the window, there is something sitting, they have, any article or anything which they have put it to look it nicely. So just give a clean to that as well. I mean, that gives a client will feel good that, okay, she is looking after my property, my whatever the things we have, so always don't just, I have seen like if the blanket is on the floor and you are just vacuuming it around it, you're not bothered to pick it up, put it aside and then do it. So small things, but matters a lot.
It's a great point. You've provided a lot of good advice for other franchisees in this interview. We appreciate your time as well, Raj, and it's great to hear you doing so well, and it's easy to hear why you're doing so well. And thank you for that valuable advice. I'm sure the other franchisees will get a lot out of it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raj. Thank you very much. Great to meet you. We appreciate it. Thank you for listening to the episode of the Gyms podcast. If you want to learn more about the Gyms Group, head to gyms.net or call us on 131 546 Australia or 0800 454 654 New Zealand. And if you did like the episode as well, please make sure you leave a review or a comment or a thumbs up or a comment on the video as well. We appreciate your support. And until next episode, we hope you have a great week.